questions occurs in your mind? Yes. So make a one separate book of science. In that you try to write simple experiments. In that you can stick photos or you can draw diagrams. Now this will be your first experiment in your book of science. A simple experiment, lifting ice. Now children, very amazing. Now today I am going to see that how you are going to lift your ice without touching. You are not going to touch ice but your ice will be lifted up. So let us see how we can do that. If you wanted to lift ice without touching it, what do you do? Read all to find out. Now what you need. Now see children, when we perform an experiment we need materials. So in same way here what you need? Ice cube, thread, common salt. What you do? Place an ice cube in a dish, place a piece of thread on it, sprinkle some common salt on and near the thread on the ice cube. Wait for a few seconds. Hold the two ends of the thread and pick them up carefully. What happens? Try placing the thread in different ways to lift the ice. You can place just one end of the thread on the ice cube and lift the ice with the other end. Yes children, so you have seen materials collected, lifted ice with the two ends of the thread, lifted ice with one end of the thread. Now children, let us see the experiment practically. I have taken thread, salt and ice cubes. Here you can see ice cubes. Okay. Now I am going to place first this thread on my ice and I am going to sprinkle some salt over it. You have to sprinkle some salt over it. My salt looks pink color because I am using rock salt at home. You can use white color salt also. And now this one you are going to put one end only on the ice and you are going to sprinkle on thread the salt. See, now let it melt. Okay, melting. Let it melt and get freezed with the ice. Wait for a few seconds. You can count till 30 in your heart. Now children, let us see whether we can pick up our ice after few seconds. Yes, very nicely it has been fixed here. Yes, so this is a beautiful experiment in which without touching ice you can lift your ice. See, with thread you can lift. See. Yes, let us see the second one we have done. Here second one, see here also I can lift my ice from only one end. See, you can see very nicely. I hope children you have very well understood how to do this experiment. Now part second, puzzles in your surrounding. Children, sometimes you find lot of puzzles in your surrounding. Okay, now first question arises in mind, why does it hail even in summer? When summer is so much hot, then how the hailstones come down? Now we are going to find out the reason why in summer season also we get hailstones. Okay, now first I am going to read this, listen carefully, and later I will explain you. We feel very hot in summer. The sun shines brightly and the temperature is high. And then suddenly there are clouds in the sky and it starts raining. Not just water but even small balls of ice. Now children, small balls of ice means hailstones. We say it has started hailing. The small balls of ice are called hailstones. Why does it hail in the hot summer season? Now children, see the reason. As we move up from the land, the temperature begins to fall. Up in the sky, it is very cold even in the hot season. You know that there are water particles in the clouds that we see in the sky, very high up in the sky. The water particles in the clouds turn into little bits of ice. Sometimes there are strong winds in the clouds. They push these little bits of ice upward so they do not fall to the ground. They go up and collect more water particles which freezes onto them. Thus, the tiny balls get bigger and bigger. They turn into hailstones. The heavy hailstones then fall to the ground in the form of a shower. Very tiny hailstones melt before they reach the ground. They turn into raindrops. But some hailstones reach the ground before they melt. A light shower of hail can be great fun, but a hailstone can cause great damage to the crops, plants, and animals. Children, see, these are hailstones, balls of ice. Now let us see how they are formed. During evaporation from land, clouds are formed in the sky. The clouds move higher and higher due to the wind push. The wind pressure, the little bits of ice are formed. They go more higher and higher, and the tiny balls gets bigger and bigger, and they turn into hailstones. A light and tiny hailstones starts melting before falling on the ground. They shower down like a raindrops. But big hails shower down like stones called hailstones. Hailstones causes great damage to crops, plants, and animals. Maharashtra was hit by a series of hailstones in 2014. The hailstorms devastated thousands of acres of standing crops. Fruit crops were ruined. Birds and animals were killed and injured in large numbers. Farmers suffered heavy losses. It was a great natural calamity. You may have other questions that puzzle you. Note down at least 10 such questions on the basis of your observation of things and events in your surrounding. A few examples are given below. Where do flowers get their color from? Why are leaves green? Why does chopping an onion makes you cry? Note each question on a separate page in your book of science. Draw suitable pictures or paste related photographs on that page. Try to find the answers to your question with the help of your parents, teachers, or friends. Make use of science, journals, and reference books to find the answers. You may find the answers on the internet with the permission and guidance of your parents, guardians, or teachers. Here children, they have explained you how you can maintain your book and from where you can get the guidance, okay, to find the results of your question or your experiment. I hope children you have very well understood this lesson.